And I counter hit. That's actually guaranteed. What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. Just doing a spontaneous video here because a viewer just asked the big brain question. What makes Law so strong? So, we've seen him a million times at EVO. I made a tier list long ago. What was it, a month ago? I made my first tier list. And about a week afterwards, I regretted my placing of Law. I didn't put him in S tier, I put him in A or like A+. But Law is, make no mistake, an S tier character in this game, so we're gonna try and get into it. So first off, compared to Tekken 7 Law, this guy is 100 times easier to pilot because of a DSS change. You used to have to do like 4-3, for example, into back, forward, forward, and you have to time it really properly. It was very strict, and if you did it with good timing, Law would reward you with absolutely obscene frames. The best frames in the game. This time around, you simply hold forward and you get the DSS cancel. So there's now, it's the opposite. There's like no skill required. It used to be tremendous amount of skill required, and now there's none of it. So this alone makes him way more consistent and stronger, because now you're guaranteed to have a perfect transition every single time. I'm going to remove counter hit for this, so we can do 4-3 as well. So here, plus 17, plus 16. So people don't talk about Law too much, but he's probably one of the best characters in the game. But it's pretty stacked. We have a lot of broken characters, but he's probably the biggest dark horse in that most people don't talk about him. People are too busy talking about Dragunov, Azucena, and Fengwei. Fengwei people don't talk about that much either, but yeah, he's probably the biggest dark horse, or it's Shaheen. Shaheen is also insanely strong. But so, DSS is a big factor. DSS being much easier now. So now you have literally super dumb frames constantly that the opponent has to deal with. So you have obscene pressure. And then everything that made him really strong in Tekken 7 remains. He's a very all-round character with great homing utility. He's got great low pokes, because you do need those. Poking in general is very strong with Law. He has a super strong keep out, universal down for 2 that does everything. It's super good whiff punish, it's super good on block, -7. It also tracks really well to both sides and just serves as excellent keep out. And Dragon Hammer remains one of the best counter hit moves in the game. It's still plus free on block. It's good in Oki situations as well. If they move on the ground, kablam. And of course, if it counter hits, it's just 1 billion damage. And also, his combos are super strong. But 67 from a down for 2, which is a very low damage launcher. It only does 12. But you saw, I get a juicy 67, which is really, really good. They also gave him the nunchuck, and this was a huge buff to his slide. It makes his slide broken, actually. But also in the neutral, don't underestimate this nunchuck. It is -13 on block, as you can see. But if a low player spaces it properly, a lot of characters actually can't punish this due to the pushback. And the fact that it has a ton of reach. You see there, right, how far away I was. So this knocks down on normal hit. It's a counter hit launcher. It also serves as Law's steel pedal, hence the buff to slide. I'm gonna show you that as well. But funny thing is, this tracks fully to Law's left side. So if Hwoarang tries to sidewalk me to the right here, this will always hit. Always. Tracks like crazy. And now if Hwoarang tries to step to the other side, so to Law's right shoulder and Hwoarang's left, so that would be into the background here, this tracks a lot, but if he steps it properly, like exactly when I press, if he gets the timing down, exactly as I press, he starts his sidewalk, he'll get the step. But importantly, it will track someone just sidewalking. It will track. So it got obscene amounts of tracking as well. It's kind of OP. And then when he is in heat, it's actually safe. Safe. And launches on normal hits suddenly. It's pretty dumb. And yeah, let's get into the slide. Slides are OP in this game. You know, in previous game, he would get a guaranteed low afterwards. And now, Law slides you, and he... oh god, I'm stupid. He gets a guaranteed nunchuck. So this is a total of... is it 36 damage? Yeah, 36 damage into really good Oki. And now you're like, 36 damage. It doesn't sound that stupid though. Well, a problem here is that when you punish this slide, like you get the read, you block that slide, and you float him, you get around 36 damage on Law. And he has recoverable health when you float him. All of the damage you do on that mini juggle float is recoverable. And Law, you have no recoverable health here. Well, a little bit. So risk reward is actually pretty much heavily in favor of Law, I would say, considering this is a low. Like, it's like a super hell sweep in terms of risk reward. It also has infinite reach, and it's homing. It tracks to both sides. Yeah, slide is kind of broken. Kind of broken. And then Law has a really good heat smash. 14 frame startup, wall splats from like any range. He has a launching throw in a game where throws are horribly fucking broken. Having a launching throw, it cannot be overstated how dumb it is in a game where throws are super broken. All he needs is that you press into this, and it's pretty much guaranteed, right? And then I do want to demonstrate like how dumb his combos are, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people have not run into a decent Law who has sort of a clue about what he's doing. Because if a Law player chooses to save his bound for the wall... No, that was correct. Okay. So here they can Musku tech, right? So quick stand to get out of dodge, but if they don't, that's perfect electric damage. Obscene damage. 3-4-4 is nerfed compared to Tekken 7, but still remains a fantastic punish. In any situation, be it block, -13, or whiff. And also, in terms of his counter hit utility, you can't overstate enough how strong while standing 4 is. +7 on normal hit, if I DSS, +16. And on counter hit, my bad. That's actually guaranteed. A lot of people don't know this. This existed in Tekken 7, but it was locked behind perfect execution. It's like, I think it wasn't frame perfect, but you had like 1 frame of leniency. Oh shit, I do not want heat. Here we go. No execution. No execution. That is super broken. Like from a while standing 4 counter it. That's an 11 frame startup counter it. So horribly broken. We've covered the slide. You know about his combo damage. Still has super strong strings. Forward 4 is super strong. Sidestep 3 is a new low. That's super good. That's guaranteed. Except I'm a goddamn idiot. Isn't this guaranteed? There we go. Just gotta mash it out. Oh, and upward 3. This is sort of your 50-50 mix-up. You know in Tekken 7 how you had to commit to something like this sometimes? Like really unsafe stuff to mix up with slide. Not so much in this game. From crouch to upward free. Boom. Heat engager. If you're in heat. Launcher. Launcher. But this is a safe unblocked mid, by the way. Very good. Very good move. So, not exactly something he needed, but something he got. Oh, and then Law is unbelievably broken once he is in heat. So we talked about nunchuck being absolutely ridiculous. And again, in terms of neutral control, it's a steel pedal that tracks to both sides. And is safe on block and launches. It's pretty good. And then in heat, he has basically Heihachi's old rage drive. 111 is a 10 frame hit confirmable heat engager. You do 1-1, and if you notice they pressed into it, you finish the string. And you have a heat engager. You'll do the same when you're in heat, and now it's a 10 frame startup counter hit launcher. Except I can't do a basic combo. It's a full launcher at 10 frames. I think he's the only character that can do this. Yeah, it launches. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this. Hit confirmable. And then also in heat... Yeah, I mean, I showed you upward free as a launcher. I mean, everything launches for low when he's in heat. And then back 1-2 also hit confirmable. Launcher. Hit confirmable. Yeah, low is kind of broken when he's in heat. Yeah, I mean, and then there's the mental stack of all the annoying the shit out of your opponent. But yeah, he's unbelievably strong. I think that's sort of what I wanted to say. But that's why low is S tier. Yeah, S tier.